Hey folks, so it's the morning of day 2 and we're back down here on the creek, and I'm back at the spot that I was digging at yesterday, and I'm going to continue working this spot. I panned out that last bucket of gold yesterday and I didn't do any more panning after that. I just sat and relaxed for a while. So I'm gonna get back to digging that, and we're just gonna use the pan and the shovel and my hand dredge, and we'll see how much gold we can pull out of here by the end of the day. Alright, this is my first pan of the day. Let's see what we get. Lots of roots and stuff that like to trap gold in it, so I'm going to wash them out real good. A lot of this is just topsoil stuff, so I don't expect to see much. Oh, wow. Holy shit. I got a nice little wiry bit. Check that out. Come on, camera. Focus. Check out that pile of gold. Hell yeah. Woohoo! It's a nice color there. I'll get some more of that. On to pan number 2. Already seeing gold in the corner of my pan. Alright, I'm not going to take it down any further than that. Got some nice flakes. Check that out. Nice little pile of gold. Woohoo! I am not going to complain about that at all. I'll take that all day. Some really nice flicks in that pan. I'm pretty freaking happy. Alright, pan number 3. get. Another real nice pan of gold. Nice little wiry bit in there again. Some nice flakes. Heck yeah. I'm just gonna keep pounding away at this. Let's see what we got. Another really nice pan with some nice flakes in here too. Look at those guys. I think those are my biggest pieces yet. That's freaking awesome. I'm so glad I came here. All right, on to my next pan. I just keep getting deeper and deeper in this hole, so the gold should keep getting bigger and bigger. Let's see what we got, guys. Not quite as much in this pan, but I did get some nice pieces though. Check that out. Look at that piece. It's a chunky little bit. Woohoo! Holy crap, guys. I just got the biggest flake that I've ever gotten. Check this out. I was panning this down and look what popped out of the black sands. Look at that piece. That is a nice flake. Look at that thing. That is freaking crazy. I was not expecting that when I started washing this back. That is awesome. I'll take that all day long. Here's my next pan. Hopefully I'll get another big flake. Hopefully he has more friends in that hole. Alright, let's wash this back and see what we get. Not nearly as good, but we still got some decent pieces there. Really iron stained one. They're up to the left there, but not too bad. Keep hammering it out and see what we end up with. Alright, I just panned out the next pan. And we got a real nice take this time. Some pretty nice pieces there. My hole is getting pretty deep and pretty big. And I'm just pulling gold out of there left and right. Alright, so I just got this pan from underneath of that big rock that I just pulled out of my hole. So we'll pan that down and see what it's got hiding in there. It's a heavy pan. Lots of heavies in this pan. I think this is going to be an awesome pan. Lots of black sand. Alright, that's panned down far enough. Let's see what we got. That's not too bad. Some decent pieces in there. I'll take that stuff all day long. I just got done panning this out. Check out that nice little wiry bit right there. And he's got some little friends with him too. Woohoo! Gold! Well guys, my phone battery's about to die, so this will be the last time you see me out here on the creek. I'll show you what the hole so far. It's pretty wide, and I'm pretty deep in there. It's still paying out real good, so I'm going to keep digging, and I'll show you what we get after we get it cleaned up at home. Alright, so we're back home, and I dried out all my concentrates. I've got some magnets in this tube, and I'm going to separate out all the black sand and put it in this pan and pan these out separately to collect all the gold. So it'll make my panning process so much easier to not have to deal with so much black sand. I'm going to have to put the camera down so I can do this. Alright, so here's what the material looks like after taking a lot of the magnetics out of it. There's the pile of magnetics, and we will pan these out separately to see what we get. Alright, so I got me a pan set up with some soap and water in it. I'm going to pan out the magnetics first because that's going to be the hardest, and then we'll deal with this where all of our gold should be. And I'll show you what the magnetics holds first, and then after I get the concentrates panned out, I'll show you what that looks like at the end. Alright, so I just finished panning out the magnetics, and that's what we lost, or that's what came over with the magnetics anyway. Didn't really lose it, but that's why you always check your magnetics if you separate them, because it will pick up the gold even if you dry classify. So I'm going to suck this up in my snuffer bottle and then start panning out the rest of this. Look at that pile of gold there. And that's not even all the material. So this is only a portion of it. The rest of it's still right there. That's a lot of gold. This is going to be a really awesome record-breaking take for me. I'm excited. Alright, so we got the gold all cleaned up now. It's got a lot of mercury on it, so I'm going to have to burn that off at some point. But otherwise, yeah, I'm pretty freaking happy with that. We will get a weight on it and see what it comes out to be. Alright, so we ended up with 0.148 grams. Not too bad for a new spot and a couple days of work. It's got some mercury on the gold as well, and I'll have to get that cleaned up at some point. But for now, that's what we're looking at. I'd like to thank you guys for joining us today, and I hope you enjoyed our adventure. And until next time, happy treasure hunting, everybody. And again, happy Father's Day. Bye.